Welcome to Monastic Minutes. My name is Sister Mary Fidelis. I wanted to share a great quote that is from Pope Francis's recent encyclical on the Sacred Heart, and it reads, "No algorithm will ever be able to capture the nostalgia that all of us feel, whatever our age and wherever we live, when we recall how we first used a fork to seal the edges of the pie that we helped our mothers or grandmothers to make at home." I remember seeing my dad seal the pies with a fork, and it brings back so many great memories. I remember seeing watching my mom make soup on Saturdays. I remember my brother teaching me how to ride a bike, teaching me how to throw a spiral football. Terry Bradshaw, holding it like Terry Bradshaw. And all of those things are part of just this collective memory that I have and cherish, and has been a formative part of my life. And in the age that we're living in, sometimes it's technology, we try to somehow usurp the human by just gaining all of this knowledge. I can honestly say I never, am standing in the kitchen thinking, oh, I just loved when I read that recipe online. I was so touched. I was so deeply touched by that, how they wrote the ingredient list on the recipe. But I'll tell you, I almost choked up when I think of my dad cooking or my mom cooking, or those old monastery recipes that we use to this day for Sister Joseph's Swedish hamburgers and so on and so forth. They're so deeply part of the human relationship. And in our discernment, sometimes I think we get all of the knowledge right online, and it's nothing wrong with that. That's the mode that we're offered today for initial learning about communities. So we'll read, oh, this is their charism, this is when they were founded, this is this is that, this is this. But there's a limit to that. And no website is ever going to be able to give you the same experience as you would have when you visit a community with a heart that is both receptive and teachable, a heart that is observant and aware of the objective beauty, the place in the heart of the church, and the goodness of the community. Whether you're called there or not, those things don't change. They're objectively true. And so when you come to a community with that disposition of heart, that I'm interested in this because of what I read, and now I want a human experience of this. And in that visit, to realize you're coming into a community of real people in a real place, with a real history, and you're observing that. And then I think the real processing takes place after you go home and you see how all of that stays in your heart. Is what rests in your heart, is it just the appreciation of this good? Or is there a growing desire to be a part of this good? To begin to see yourself within this body, within this community. We can't do that online. Because, just like Pope Francis points out here, there's no algorithm that can capture those human experiences and the beauty of the human dimension in discernment. So just a word of encouragement for all of you who are discerning. Don't be afraid to visit. And when you visit, pray and ask the Lord that you can go and see with a teachable, docile, receptive heart. Thank you. God bless. Bye.